Hi guys, it's okay. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been living under a rock like me, you don't know who Megan is, but I'm about to introduce you to Megan. She flopped earlier on in the year by telling a story that was so messed up as if it was a casual Tuesday. It's weird, but I just want you guys to know that when you do watch this video and you know what Megan has done, please do not go to her page and spam her and harass her, because I'm sure by now she knows that she's flopped and she doesn't need any more hatred than what she's already been getting, because the internet has been flogging this girl left, right, and center. When I tell you guys, I have not seen a thrashing like I've seen this one. I think it's important for me to publicize this because we complain a lot about men on this channel, and I don't want to be problematic and act like men are the only people who are getting things wrong. It's time for us women to be holding other women accountable. So as you're watching this video, remember we're trying to hold her accountable, but it's also important to remember that we have to be kind to each other. And I think that's what's so messed up about this whole story. So get your popcorn, grab your drinks, let's get into it. Oh, before I go, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
I don't care if you have a boyfriend. Whenever a guy asks for your social media, give him your Snap. Give him your Instagram. I don't care that he looks like an ogre. I had just finished at the club with my friends and we decided to go for a McDonald's, and we literally just sat on some steps. Bear in mind we are wearing heels and quite small dresses. Obviously we're all a little bit drunk because we've just come from the club, so logic isn't really kicking in. A man decides to come up to us and says, "Oh, you girls look beautiful." We say thank you. Then he asks for my Instagram and I politely declined. "Oh no, thank you, I'm not interested." The man did not move. He asked again. I said, "I'm literally not interested. Like, no, you can't have my social media." Just decided that he wasn't gonna move until I gave him my Instagram, and he was making us all feel super uncomfortable. Probably should have just given in. If I've said no once, I'm not gonna change my mind. Obviously, men don't understand that. So my friend stood up and she said, "Please, can you move away?" She said no. He said, "No, I'm not moving until she gives me her socials." My friend again said, "Move away." She said no, leave us alone. This man then proceeded to punch her and she literally fell down the stairs, but he wasn't done. He ran down the stairs and continued to punch her, pull her hair. Obviously this is a 5'4" girl against like a 6'1" man. He was so into the whole punching thing that his trousers literally fell down. Like, we could see this man's whole bum while he's got her pinned on the ground, literally repeatedly punching her in the face. We obviously couldn't stop it because we are also just gonna get beaten up. So strangers were jumping out of their car and trying to separate them, and this man just ended up running off. A massive group of men like asked us what happened and tried to find him. Like, they all went after him, but genuinely no one could find him. And obviously with the London Underground, you can hop into any station and disappear like that. And someone who was watching it all happen called the police and they asked for a statement from us and like a description of him. Obviously they never found him and nothing was done about it. This girl literally having a patch of hair missing from her head and bruises all over her. And I can't help but think it was my fault because I chose to say no to a man, which is crazy. The only way to prevent yourself from this happening and staying safe is honestly just let them have it, because at the end of the day, as soon as they add you, you can literally block them straight away. I would say avoid giving out phone numbers just because they can still carry on calling you on no caller ID even if you've blocked them. I don't care how ugly they are, because this is actually a safety issue. No one should ever experience that in their lifetime. This is a follow-up from the video I posted yesterday. First of all, I did not tell the full story because the message I was literally trying to spread was for girls to say yes more to when guys ask for their social media to protect them. Obviously, I didn't go into full detail with the story because I didn't think that it was the main part, but I clearly didn't articulate myself very well. So since everyone is so confused, I'm just going to tell the full story. Obviously, when the whole incident happened, we were screaming and we ran over straight away. But I just want to give context that the whole incident happened in roughly 15 seconds. And we were in a super busy area of London because literally all of the clubs had just shut. So the streets were busy, like people were out, okay? Before they started fighting, they were already shouting. So people were already aware of the situation going on. Literally as soon as the fight broke out, people ran to them straight away to split it up. Like, there were so many people who rushed over and helped us, thank God. Obviously, we were screaming and we ran over, but there were so many people around, we literally couldn't get to them, first of all. And secondly, as girls, it's terrifying. There are grown men getting beaten up by him. Also, I didn't want to bring up this detail because I didn't think it was relevant to the story, but the girl who it happened to, this was literally my second time ever coming across her, because we were there for a girl's birthday, and the birthday girl was off with other people like round the corner from where we were. So while this was all happening, I'm also having to call the birthday girl. The fight had also been broken up pretty quickly, and at this point the guy ran away. So the friend who got hurt, we're all comforting her while the men are also asking us if we're okay. A man literally called the police as soon as they started arguing with each other. So there was already help on the way, and these police officers, instead of coming in a car, they chose to come walking because there was already police like patrolling the area. So help came like pretty instantly as well. I took a picture of the man and I had to email it to the police as evidence, and we all had to give statements because we were all involved. We literally had to give descriptions of the man, and then the police a few weeks on said that the picture wasn't good enough quality because obviously it was very blurry. In the story I made it seem like we were just stood back doing nothing, but if you were to literally watch it back, you can see how many cuts there are in the video because I didn't want to give too many details, and I didn't feel like it was that relevant considering the whole point of the video was me trying to bring awareness to girls not giving out their snaps. Obviously, yes, now I realize I completely misconstrued the whole story, but I didn't even feel like I needed to go into that much detail. But at the end of the day, the message that I was trying to put out was literally to protect girls' safety, and I feel like that was completely missed from the video. Obviously, I didn't tell the story well enough. Literally just trying to prevent a similar thing from happening because I know many girls that go out clubbing and will chill afterwards. So my message is literally just for girls to stay safe.
Y'all want to know my biggest problem with this video from Ashley Darby's forehead twin? It's that after watching a woman get viciously assaulted in the streets of London, after watching a man's pants fall down because he was hitting a woman so violently, her biggest takeaway was that we as women need to give these violent and aggressive men what they want. Not that she needed to learn how to be a spider monkey. Not that she needed to learn that a brick was her best friend and that smacking in the head with one would put him to sleep quite fast. No. She didn't learn anything about herself. She didn't do any soul searching to try to figure out why she was willing to watch a woman who defended her get beat the fuck up. No. She learned, and what she wanted to share to us was that we needed to give in to these men and give them exactly what they want, because it means that we could breathe easily one more day. Not that multiple people have more likelihood of taking on one person. No, not that standing and watching one woman get beat up, because you guys are all just girls and you guys are going to get beat up too. So she might as well just be the only one. Not that that's a disgusting, despicable, vile, bottom of the barrel, my mama didn't love me enough to raise me to be a decent person ass to do. Not that karma is going to give her a 10-time more vicious ass whooping than the one that she watched that woman take. Her takeaway was that we're not all bottom of the barrel losers like you. We don't need that advice. Because some of us are willing to tase it. Some of us are actually willing to get just a little bit bruised to ensure that our friend doesn't go home with brain damage or end up losing her fucking life because a man is pounding on her. We're smart enough to know that he is not going to be able to deal with all of us in the same vicious manner that he's dealing with her. So we don't need your piss poor ass advice. We need you to go do some soul searching, some inner working, go to therapy.
Already, this girl got her ass beat by some guy while trying to protect her friends, and her friends just stood there and watched. But now, while she's entered her healing era, you know what I mean, trying to patch up her wounds, she gets to scroll through her phone on TikTok and see that one of the girls, the main girl that she was protecting, just made the most viral video off of her assault. Like, tell me that's not overkill. You are protecting your friend from a man who just is constantly bothering her for her social media. And that man decides to take out all of his anger for the last however many years he's been alive on you, right? And the friend that you were protecting is standing there watching you fall down a flight of stairs or get your ass beat by this guy. And strangers have to jump in. And at the end of all of this, when you go into your healing, that friend takes your assault and posts it online to make a 5 million plus viewed video. I am flabbergasted. That girl has a lot of apologies to give, but I really just wanted to break down my POV because this is malicious. Like, this is weird behavior.
So you go out and a man comes up to you and asks you for your social media. You say no, and the girl that's with you stands up for you and tells him to piss off. And he ends up beating her up because she stood up for you. And you stand there and you watch her get beat up. Do nothing. You don't do anything. You just stand there and you watch her get beat on by a grown man. So much so, you watch so much of it happen to where you can describe exactly what he was doing to her. But it also happened so fast that you didn't have enough time to react. Okay? And then when everybody is trying to figure out what you got going on, your response is, oh, well, I only met her 2 times. This is my 2nd time hanging out with her. No, I wasn't. She's an associate to me. And that wasn't the point of my video. The point of my video was about women's safety. How can you advocate for women's safety when you stood there and watched a woman get beat up? Y'all gotta watch who y'all hang out with. Because these younger girls, they not raised on the same values that we was raised on. They not raised on that value where if y'all go out together, everybody need to leave together. Everybody need to go to the bathroom together. Y'all need to buddy up. Y'all need to have a buddy system. They not raised on that. They not being raised on that. Okay, y'all need to be careful who y'all go out with, for real. Because I don't care if I've known you for 10 years or 10 seconds. If we go out together, we are leaving together. And if you get into something, then I'm in it with you. And whatever the hell happens is what happens. But it's going to happen to both of us.
It feels like we're ignoring the fact that he punched her and she fell down a flight of stairs. He punched this young lady down the stairs, followed her down the stairs, continued to punch her. He was only making face shots. Per the young lady's first person account, he was only making face shots. He was punching this girl dead in the face repeatedly after she flew down a flight of stairs. And y'all sat there and watched. That is insane. The bitch could have been my high school bully, and I might have got a kick in or 2, but after we got that grown-ass man up off her. That is insane. I think we're not talking about the important part here. He punched this young lady down a flight. Have you ever fell down some stairs? Have you ever fell down some stairs? The agony. And then follow her black ass like Batman down the stairs.
Is this video a joke? Like, is she telling like a joke, or is this like actual story time of events that actually happened? Because there's no way you can tell this story with no shame. You're even doing your makeup. Oh, the audacity. So you're telling me, yeah, a guy comes up to you, right? You don't want to give him your socials. He's asked for it. Cool. He's standing there like, I'm not leaving until you give me your socials. Your friend gets up to defend you and he starts beating up your friend to the point where he pulls a patch of her hair out. His bum crack is out because he's that focused on punching her, and you just sit there and watch her because you don't want to get beat up too. There ain't no way this is real. If that was like, you do not deserve that girl as a friend. I'm sorry. Like, you don't deserve her. And like, if she ain't blocked you on every social media platform she has you on, if she could block you on her calculator app, she better do it, because there ain't no way she should still be friends with you. I don't care if it's fucking John Cena beating up my friend. I'm jumping on his back and scratching the hell out of him. I'm throwing my phone, anything. Like, I'll get beat up too. I'm not watching. Oh, I can't even do that. Anyways, just waiting for you to post the next video and say like, this is a joke, because there ain't no way this is real. I'm sorry. Like, no. Like, I understand obviously being scared of men at night. Like, most of them don't take no for an answer. Like, I do understand that. But your friend is getting punched, as in a man she don't know, you don't know. And you know the whole situation that happened before she's getting beat up. She doesn't even deserve that. And you just sat there and watched. Oh my goodness. My fight or flight would have had that man scratched up in the face, a heel in his fucking eardrum.
Every day I'm on the internet, I'm reminded why I keep my circle very small and I don't have a lot of friends. You sat there And when she was defending you, she was your friend. And you watched her get beat the up, watched her so hard, you knew every blow that landed. You gave us a fucking play-by-play as you're contouring your nose. You are a sick bitch. You are sick in the fucking head. You recounted the most violent story of a girl getting assaulted by a man as you apply blush. Are you psychotic? And then when everybody jumped you, rightfully so, it's, well, I'd only met the girl twice. I don't give a fuck if it was the bottle girl that brought me my fucking Casamigos and I seen a man putting his fucking hands on her. I'm not scared of getting hit. Like, I'm not scared. Like, I'm not gonna let a man beat up a woman in my fucking presence. I don't give a fuck if that's my arch nemesis. Like, I really don't play those fucking games. And some of you bitches disgust me. And then you turn it into, well, guys, this is just a lesson to give out your Instagram so your friend that defends you doesn't get beat the fuck up and me and my other friend just watch her. This is a lesson to y'all to be careful who you call a fucking friend. And it was 3 of y'all. Y'all didn't want to throw a heel, a purse, push them. Y'all, you didn't want to do anything. Like, that is, ooh, you're evil. You're evil. You got a nasty spirit.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't going to make a video on this because I feel like the whole internet is against that girl that didn't stand up for her friend or whatever. And I'm not trying to fight y'all. But I have a question. Don't fight me because I know how you girls like to tussle. But the majority of what I'm hearing is, oh, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you take off your heels and hit that man? Why didn't you fight that man? Why didn't you tell somebody? Why didn't you call? Like, do y'all know who you sound like? Cool, ideally, it would have been great if she had stepped in and fought that man, but ideally, it would have been even better if the man never stepped to her friend in the first place. Like, I don't know, me personally, I was just watching it thinking, yep, she's just casually explaining another situation that happened with a man, and it just sounds very casual because girls have to talk about it all the time because it happens all the time. Like, I wasn't thinking, oh, why are you making such a serious video so trivial because you're making a get ready with me? I feel like people were just jumping on that, like, oh, you're not taking it seriously, so I'm not taking it seriously. Like, clearly you don't give a fuck about your friend, clearly you hate your friend. I saw people saying that her friend must have been dark skinned because that's why she didn't like her. I think with the follow-up, she was like, oh, I didn't know the girl, I met her like 2 times. And people interpreted that as like a justification for why she didn't step in. But to me, it was like, I don't think she's really trying to prove to anybody that she didn't step in for any reason. She's not trying to justify it. She's just adding more context to the situation. I think realistically, she's just a girl who got attacked by a man, didn't react in the perfect way. I don't know, where have we heard that before? I just feel like there's so many conversations going on and the whole thing is just weird to me. I don't know.
So everyone is outraged at this Megan girl because of what happened with her friend and the friend getting beat up by the guy that was trying to move to her and all this year. But my thing is, like, I don't understand why a lot of people are acting so shocked. Like, a lot of women have always been about this. A lot of women have always been silent in the oppression of other women as long as they were the ones that were put on the pedestal. A lot of women have always been okay with dating men who talk down about other women that they know or other type of women as long as they were made to feel like they were special. A lot of women have always been about that. And sometimes that's how some women get their self-esteem over the fact that they know that men will treat certain type of women a certain type of way, but as long as they treat them nicely. So I don't know why we're acting shocked, because this plays out every day in real life. Like, it might not always result in the violence that was described in the video, but this sort of mindset has always been about women. A lot of women have always thought like this. A lot of women have always behaved like this. I'm not getting it.
Okay, so I know y'all done seen the video, the viral video about the girl who said her and her friends was leaving a bar. And she telling people, like, if somebody asks for your socials, just give them. And somebody asking for your socials and you just give them to them because you don't want the drama. Then she goes on to say, so the guy asked for my IG. I said no. You know, I wasn't feeling them. He asked again. Her friend that's with her comes to the side and say, hey, she said no, she not interested, blah, blah, blah. He said, I'm not going to leave until she give me the socials, right? So, at that point, we just on this. What? Because I don't know where y'all friends come from, but baby, one band, one sound, we tearing it up. I'm throwing 100 hands. It gotta be a generational thing, because I'm an older millennial. And baby, we boop, 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 boop. We tearing, we all fighting. And the dude gonna get his ass whooped. Understand that, okay? So y'all need to pick better friends. That's why a lot of y'all running around here like, I ain't got no friends. I don't like friends, doing some go down. Oh, they not my friend. Like, she literally came back and said, that's not my friend, that's an associate. Bitch, that's an associate that stood up for you. And y'all let her get stumped, like beat up. He wouldn't even got to pinch the bitch messing around with me. That's why y'all need real friends, and y'all need friends with some hands. Cause baby, I'm an older millennial. I'm not about to be fighting, but you're not about to beat up one of my people. If my friends watch me get my ass whooped, baby, it's gonna be some black dress buying and people singing, cause baby, I'm on you next. As soon as my black eyes can open up from being swole shut from getting beat up, I'm at your door. What's wrong with y'all? Like, y'all, no. Somebody got their ass rocked defending you. You should have kicked them heels off and showed that. Because you talking about my dress was so short. Oh, well, if he punched her for saying no, he probably done seen some ass before. Jump in there, girl. Brawl out.
I literally love lash extensions. I think they look so gorgeous.
Megan, why are you still posting content? You need to take some moments of your life to reflect on the bullshit that you posted the other day. Your comments are off, you're posting about lash cluster. You need to get with the program. You need to take a break, a step back from social media. Go away. Go disappear for a little moment and reflect. This is baffling. You're just like carrying on, like, hey, do my lash cluster with me, get ready with it. No one wants to get ready with you, Megan. Ready with me as I tell you why my friend got beat up in front of me and I didn't do jack. Like, wow. Bravo. Claps. Shapoba. I don't care if the guy was 7'3". I'd jump on his back. You're sitting down on stairs, whatever, wherever you were. And you're just looking at, oh my god, oh my god, my friend's being beat up. No, bro, you get in there. Who gives a one dude? Y'all can take him. I solemnly swear that I could take him. I could beat whatever person, whatever. Take a break, Megan. Take a break.
This guy was literally trying to scam me of a whole car.
Hello? How many times did we call your name? Stop trying to make other content. Stop trying to do other videos of your lashes. We don't care. Why did you leave your friend there? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I hear it. You don't want to be cooked, you don't want to be flogged, but look, they're already flogging you. Turn on your comments, right? Face the music, so then you can move on properly. Because right now, trying to turn off your comments, trying to make other videos so that the video of you talking about your friend goes down, is not happening. Let them rip your singlet. Let them rip your singlet. Then you can move on properly. Because what you're trying to do right now is not really making any sense. Stop. Take the lashes off, babe. Yeah? Let them flog you. Let's actually look at the facts, yeah? Because first of all, you said that this girl's your friend. Then it's, oh, you only met this girl twice. Then it's, oh, I don't really know her like that. Somebody's lying here, Meg. Personally, had it been me, I'm taking off my heel. And I'm literally going to hit you with it in your eye. Because get off my mate. Do you get it? The wickedest part is she explained the story. And then, like, even explaining the story whilst doing your makeup, it's just very, like, put your makeup brushes down, bro. That's not a story that you tell whilst doing your makeup, I can't lie. Get ready with me whilst I tell you the story about how my friend, who's not my friend, who's an associate, actually, I met her, like, 2 days ago, don't really know her. She got beaten up by a man because she defended me. Like, why did you even tell us that? Sometimes it's like, you have to lie. Meg, why did you come and explain yourself? And then her explanation was worse than the story time. How do you mess up? How do you mess up that badly? She came back and she told us that the friend isn't actually her friend. She doesn't really know her. So it's like, why would she get involved? Her best bet would have been to come back and be like, oh, we all tried to get, even if you're lying, come back and be like, we all tried to get involved, but there were so many people. The guy was too strong. We tried to do something. I feel like in time people forget about this, but it's the fact that she just keeps making videos like about different stuff, trying to forget about what happened. Babe, stop getting ready. We don't care. It could be a stranger. If a girl jumps in to defend me, best believe this man's gonna have to flog us both together. We're gonna have to get beaten up together because what? Stop making videos.
That day onward, I made a promise to myself that I was never going to get my eyelashes done again.
Girl, look, we do not care if you ever get your lash extensions done or what. No, we don't care about that. What we want you to do right now, what the whole women Black women, white women, Caucasian women, Asian women, all the women in the world and everybody in the world. What we want you to do right now is to turn on your comments and receive all the backlash you deserve. Or you go and delete that stupid half-cooked apology video you did and do a proper apology. Because tell me why your friend will stand up for you. Someone stood up for you and you watch her get beaten up. Like, you're three. I strongly believe that no man can take down three girls. And you were literally wearing heels. The strongest weapon a woman has as an outfit is her heels. You guys were wearing heels and you watch your friend that stood up for you get beaten up. We don't care if you do your lash extensions. We don't care if you get extra eyeballs. We do not care. What we want you to do is to turn on your comments, receive all the backlash you deserve, or you do a proper apology video. Shit.
Like, we could see this man's whole bum. Oh, he's got her pinned on the ground, literally repeatedly punching her in the face. We obviously couldn't stop it.
So this is just me as a girl thinking of other ways I could stop it as a 5'2" girl, so 2 inches shorter. Number one, he looking down. He has one hand pinning her, one hand hitting her. He has no hands for me. So look. I'm gonna take this hand. I'm gonna take this hand. You can't beat her ass if you can't breathe. This one is a little bit more advanced. You come. Get off my friend. It's not that hard. It's not that. I could think of more ways. It's a girl's night out. He's distracted, trying to kill my friend. I might opt for one of these on a girl's night out, but look how fast this goes to this. Real easy. Hold on. Stiletto. Maybe better. Even the side with the bottom.
So there's a couple of points that I wanted to touch on. I don't know if the internet is being completely fair with Megan, because most of us don't really know how we're going to act in that kind of intense situation. It's easy for us to say in hindsight that we would have done this and she could have done that. You could have grabbed this man this way. You should have done this. And why didn't you try that? And I completely understand everybody who has those thoughts. I do get it. But we're not all like that. We're not that way inclined. And it doesn't mean that we don't care about the other woman. We're somehow disconnected from the event unfolding before our eyes. Some of us are not fighters at all. And when the instinct comes, when there's something there to fight about, we fold, we cry, we crumble, we don't do anything. So maybe we should give Megan a break. But I think for me personally, where I'm not giving her a break is because she had every chance to tell this story in the best way possible. And she really did not. I guess in her defense, she didn't think it was going to go viral, but still, this is a sensitive subject, especially for your friend. So the delivery should have been better than this. That might also be another in hindsight thing for her. So maybe we should give her grace on that. But I would have appreciated her more if she had come on the internet and said, hey, something so messed up happened. I'm very ashamed of how I handled the situation, but I was so scared. I did not know what fear can really do to somebody until that day. I feel like that story is a lot more easier for us to digest because we get off the bat that it's not that she didn't want to help, or she just couldn't. Her body wouldn't let her. She was in so much fear that her body literally froze and it couldn't do anything. And, you know, obviously I'm missing out some other things that could have made us feel better about the situation. But the point is, she made a mistake. She told the story the way she told it, and we didn't like it. That's her lesson to learn. But where I'm disappointed with the internet is, I get it. We should hold other women accountable because she did not advocate safety for the other woman. So her coming as a spokeswoman for women's safety advocacy just seems like a joke. I get that. But I thought we were the gentler beings. If we're so much better than men, what did we just do here? Like, would we really have felt better if Megan did something really drastic to herself because she felt so guilty because of what we've been saying to her? Because if we wouldn't, then that speaks volumes about us. And if we would care, why are we not doing things and saying things as preventative measures right now before she gets to that place? Like, I couldn't even add some of the stitches in this video because I felt like they were just so hardcore. Even the ones that I added, I had to edit some of the stuff because there were really people wishing bad things to happen to her, literally. And I just don't think that it was that serious. I don't think that's the right take. But, you know, I don't know. I could be wrong. Please, guys, correct me in the comment section below. Like, does she deserve the thrashing that she got? I also did notice that there were a couple of men who got involved in the discussion, and just like the guy I stitched earlier, their viewpoint is that obviously the women are being too aggressive, and this girl was just telling a story about a thing that happens to all women regularly, and so they're confused as to why we're reacting like this to her when it's a thing that we basically face day to day. And my thing to that is maybe the men are saying that it's not that deep because they're men. Women might be better at policing other women, perhaps. And it's possible that, women, we've got a code that we live by that men might not understand or even know the necessities of it. I've heard guys saying, why are you guys always going in groups to go to the bathroom? Or if you excuse yourself, the guys will be like, does it really take all of you to go to the bathroom? Like, what, do you all need to go? They don't seem to understand it. It's a safety issue. And we do things in groups. So it's therefore possible that as a man, you would think that other women are policing Megan a little bit too harshly. But maybe it's because these women know what she's really done. Because obviously this is personal for women. It's so personal because now you start relating to it as the friend. You could easily be that person who gets left behind, just attacked on their own and stuff. And no, we don't work like that. We work in numbers to minimize these types of risks. So for your comrades, so to speak, to not jump in and try to help you, I mean, that's crazy. That is so scary to think of, that I could be left in a club, potentially. I might have to go to the bar. Like, anything could happen. It's not okay. So yeah, I am forgiving of Megan because we don't really know how we're going to react when intense things happen. But at the same time, can this be your wake-up call, Megan, to start doing better? Because this just wasn't it. And I hope you did reach out to your friend and apologized for this situation because this is a lot. For you, It was all for you. Nah, I could never defend another woman moving forward. If this is how we are, I see. No, it's not gonna work. But as always, please join into the discussion, leave comments below and tell me what you guys think about this whole situation. Are you the friend that would jump in and help? Or have you ever stood and froze before and you understand where Megan is coming from? As always, remember to stay safe out there, guys. At this point, I'm going to tell you that depend on yourself because apparently even your friends are not, they're just your associates. You don't want to find out that your friend is an associate on this day. That's scary. All the best, guys. Until next time, cheerio.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
What's going on with Boss Man? Boss, so they think I fit, so they end up believe they got it. They got it.